So I ended up passing out. And good morning, guys. Hey, you guys wanna go outside? You guys wanna go outside? Come on. Come on. So, it's Saturday morning. Jumped out of bed. Put on my best tracksuit. I'm gonna start my car and I'm gonna go catch my buddy's game. And then, because I didn't get to play hockey last night, I was gonna possibly get together with a friend of mine and play outdoor hockey, which is a little bit different than playing indoor hockey. But my only concern is that with the weather being so nice yesterday, I think it was like +5, and I think I even saw on one of my friends' Facebooks that I got to like +13, which is pretty crazy. But that's not good temperatures for outdoor ice. It makes it very wet, very slushy, and especially if you're a goalie, I don't want to be like playing in water pretty much, right? It's kind of what my Saturday's looking like right now, but we'll see. So I decided I was going to wear Kian's shoes that she got me today. It's my first time wearing them. I was a little bit hesitant because it's kind of mucky outside and I didn't want to get them dirty, but I'm kind of like that with like new shoes. It's like I'm gonna keep them clean forever. They're gonna look brand new always, but it never ends up happening, and it hasn't since I was a kid. So I'm just gonna let that theory go. They feel pretty good actually, because I got the original ones she bought me were too small, but I went and got a bigger size, so they fit nice. I'm liking them, so we're gonna break them in today. So I just got out of the shower. I just got back from playing hockey, and I know the first thing you guys are thinking is, what the heck do you have your shirt off for? But the reason why I have my shirt off is because I do have a couple of tattoos, and I wanted to show them to you really quickly. And they do, I think all of them kind of have a little bit of a funny story behind them. So I wanted to show you really quick, and then I will save your eyes. We'll keep this a family channel, and I'll put a shirt on and I'll tell you the stories, okay? So here's my first one. It says Made in Canada. I know, pretty original, right? And this one here says Innocent. This one over here says Friendship. This is kanji writing, apparently. And this one here says Bulldog. Okay, so the story of my tattoos are this. The first one I got when I was about 18. A buddy of mine and me went to get some tattoos at a place called Living Color. I don't think it's here anymore. But so we went there, and my buddy went and got his tattoo done first, and then I was up. And the whole time that I was sitting in the waiting room, just hearing the sound of the gun was terrifying to me. And by the time it came my turn, my mouth was so dry, and I was so nervous, and I was like freaking out. So the tattoo artist, he preps me, you know, he kind of shaves, even though I'm sure there wasn't much to shave there. And he puts the stencil on. I look at it. He said, where you want it? I said, yeah, that's fine. So then I sit back in the chair, and my heart is pumping. And he has his hand on there because he's gonna start to do his stuff. And he's just like, yo, your heart is racing like 100 miles an hour, and it's coming. I could feel it through your chest. And so I was trying to talk to him. Now the tattoo artist was, I wouldn't say he was a biker, but kind of like a biker. Like, he was a little bit rough around the edges, like beard. I think he had like a skull cap on. It just looked like a guy that was like just kind of rough. And so I was like I said, I was an 18-year-old kid, and I'm sitting in this chair, and it's just like, so I'm like, what's it gonna feel like? What's it gonna feel like? And he's just like, I don't know, man. He's like, he's gonna feel like pain. How do you describe that? It's gonna feel like pain. So I was like, yeah, I know, but like, is it gonna feel like a cat scratch, or is it gonna feel like just like a paper cut? And he's just like, look, it's gonna feel like pain, okay? So I was like, okay, fine, whatever, just go do it. So then I hear the gun, you know, start to go, and then I was sitting there, and then it's just like, well, I'm like, well, what happens if like if you go to touch me and I kind of flinch, and like you go out of the lines or something like that? And then he's just like, look, I think I was kind of getting a little bit irritating to him, and he's just like, look, man, this stuff's not erasable. He didn't say stuff. He actually said a different S word. But he's like, look, this stuff's not erasable, right? If you're gonna be jumping around, I'm not gonna be doing this stuff on you. So I was like, whoa, it kind of snapped me. It's like, okay, stop, you know? And so I was like, okay, fine, I won't. I'll just, whatever, just go do it. And it actually wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. It only lasted about a half an hour, and that was that. So that was my first tattoo. The second one's my arms. So after I got my first tattoo, I was just like, yo, this is cool. I can handle this. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Let's go get more. So me and my same friend, we went to the same place. I picked out the kanji writing, and I picked out friendship and innocent, because you know friendship's important to me, and actually it really was. It was important to me back then, and friendships are still very important to me right now. And also innocent. I don't know why I got innocent, to be honest with you. Maybe I was trying to tell myself something. Maybe I was trying to convince myself of something different. I don't know. And like the kanji writing, the Chinese writing, it was kind of like a big thing. I think it was kind of popular. You're kind of seeing it around. So that was just like a day in the times kind of tattoo, right? So I was like, oh, okay, well the chest, it was not that bad actually. So I can handle the shoulders, no problem. So we just went there. And if any of you guys are like thinking about getting a tattoo, or maybe you have some, you need to eat. Okay, because I didn't eat, and I went early in the morning, like I think maybe around 10, 11, something like that. And when you don't have breakfast, your blood sugar is low, right? And so when you start to get a tattoo, your body kind of goes into shock, right? Because it's like, what is this sensation that I'm feeling right now? And it starts like endorphins start like going through your body like crazy, and you actually end up burning up all of your blood sugar that you have, whatever stores you have, right? So for me, because I didn't eat, my blood sugars were low. So I ended up passing out. And I was in the chair, and when I finally came to, my friend who was, so the way the room was set up was there was like a window, kind of a ledge, right? So I wake up in the chair, and my friend is just like this, right? Like looking at me through the little window thing, and just smiling like, you're such a baby, smile on his face, right? And then I was like, what happened, right? And then the tattoo artist is like, he passed out. And he actually said that he poured like 3 glasses of water with this like sugary solution in it. And then he gave me a sucker, and just to kind of boost my blood sugar while he finished off the rest of my tattoos. Yeah, so that was kind of embarrassing. The last one, Bulldog. So I don't know if you guys know, my last name is Bull. So Bulldog is kind of a nickname that I've had for, man, like as long as I can remember. My friends have always just called me Bulldog or Bully, but I didn't really think getting Bully tattooed on my back was such a good idea, because I didn't want someone to think I was like one of those bullies, you know what I mean? So I usually go by Bulldog, and so that's the reason behind that one. But for this one, when I went to go, when she originally did the stencils, it was pretty small, right? So I was like, is there any way we can do this bigger? And so she's like, you wanna go bigger? And I was like, well, yeah, like let's just go all out, right? Let's make it a banner. Let's go like shoulder to shoulder. So then when she's like, okay, I'll go do that. So she went back and she redid the stencil, and she brought it out. And this thing was like, I was like, whoa, she put the stencil on me, and I was like, yo, that's pretty big. But that was pretty much all that was to that one. It was actually a really simple tattoo, considering it was the biggest one that I've got. So anyway, that's the story behind my tattoos. I know it was a long explanation. I'm sorry for that. I know Kian, because she's the one that edits all of our videos. And I know that she's just like, man, you talk so long. And so I'm sorry for taking so long, babe, but you are like an amazing editor. So if anybody can edit this portion of our video into something cool, it's gonna be you. Okay, so it's just about like 5 o'clock right now, and Kian should be getting off work pretty soon. What did I do today? I went to a friend of mine's hockey game this morning. It wasn't really outcome that we wanted, because we ended up losing the game, but my friend scored a goal, and it was a nice goal, so good on you. And after that, another friend of mine was playing some outdoor hockey. There's a lot of equipment that goes in, honestly, to being a goalie. And when you're playing indoors, it's cool because you have a change room. At an outdoor rink, they don't have, there are some, but there are very few outdoor arenas that have a change room. I had to change outside, like on a bench that's just right beside the rink. And the only reason why it wasn't bad is because the weather was actually pretty good today. But if you get into like -15, definitely -20. I have skated in -20 and played hockey, but to be a goalie, it takes probably about 15-20 minutes for me to put my gear on. And then once I have it on, you sweat. So you actually don't feel too bad once the game's going on and you're moving and but man, afterwards, after you take the equipment off and you're sweaty, it makes you feel cold, like instantly to the bone. So that's why I don't really play outdoor hockey very much. Plus, the ice in outdoor is a lot different than the ice indoor. And so it's a little bit harder on your equipment, definitely harder on your skates, but it was fun. My friend had his 2 kids there. They're about 8 and 9, and they were shooting on me, and I was letting them score, and they were getting all excited and stuff like that. So it was fun just to kind of play around with them. I haven't actually seen them in a while. They call me Uncle Trevor, and as soon as they see me get out of the car and come to the rink, they like skated over and they gave me a big hug and stuff like that. So things like that is what makes me really excited to have kids of my own. I cannot. One of the things that I'm looking forward to the most is coming home from work or being out or whatever, and my kids running over like daddy's home and running over to me and hugging my leg and just being so excited to see me. Benny. Oh, sorry. I thought he was eating the pig's food because he does that sometimes. Because the pigs get actual food. They get like spinach and peppers and stuff like that, and he gets dog food. So there's sometimes Kian actually got a really good video of Benny trying to steal their food. Maybe I can get her to insert it.
Benny, are you serious? What are you doing? Are you serious, Benny? Benny, get out. Out. Benny, out. Out, Benny. Oh my gosh. Hi guys, I'm home from work. Trevor and I are actually going to be going to a Filipino party tonight. The funny story about that is that they're actually my parents' friends, and my parents happen to be working tonight, so they're actually not going to be there. But Trevor and I are still going because Filipino families are that welcoming that, you know, whoever your mutual friend is, they don't necessarily have to be there for you to go to that party. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
I love playing this with him. He kind of sounds like an old car trying to start. Right?
Yeah.
But watch this, watch this. He's actually pretty good at this, watch. Ow! 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 Ow!
So whenever we let the dogs out to the backyard, we actually leave this door cracked open so they can always just come in whenever they want. But Muggs always whines and barks. He needs a little motivation. So watch this. Muggs, come on. Come in, Muggs. Good boy. What the heck, right? So we are on our way out. It's actually so nice today, you guys. I'm not gonna be wearing a winter coat or anything. It's 34 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius. It's so nice outside. I am wearing one of Trevor's Christmas presents for me. One of the many pairs of shoes that he got me. You know?
And kick. And kick.
Oh! Oh!
And rip.
Oh my god, no. I need to stretch. My glutes. Ow, for real.
Your what? Where's it?
My glutes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were rubbing your hamstrings.
No.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
My gosh. Know your anatomy, people. Anyways, let's do this because I'm hungry. Let's do this!
We're at our Filipino party. Check out this cake.
Yes, there's dinuguan.
So she was, the mom made this cake till 5 in the morning. She's such a good cook, man. What do we got, babe?
So,
This is just a typical.
well, let's start here.
Okay.
There's this grilled fish.
Oi.
Here's skewered pork. This
Nice.
is pancit.
That's it.
Dinuguan, which
Oh.
is probably the best thing that's here right now.
Believe it or not, I actually like that. Filipino will probably.
If you
Filipino
don't know,
people will
if
be
you
like.
don't know what dinuguan is, look it up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be shocked.
Filipino people will be like, what? You like
This is
dinuguan?
lumpia, wings here. I think it's lying. There it is. That's what it's called, lying.
Lying.
This is caldereta or something like that.
Okay.
This is, I don't know, chop suey. And then dessert, cassava cake and puto.
Wow.
And no, I did not swear. Oh, show the
Yo, that is a lot of food, and that is typical. This is actually probably a small spread. I cannot wait. Lamika ayo.
This is my dinuguan. Apparently I eat it weird. But I mix it with my rice. And then I eat it. And it's so good that way.
Guys, check out this massive bison bone. Look at all that bison. That's so awesome. You're Elsa.
Elsa? Do you like Elsa? She's so cute.
Check out the murdered lechon. This is all that's left. Alright guys, that's the end of the vlog. We actually didn't end up doing much for the rest of the evening because I ended up falling asleep for a couple hours. It's now midnight and now I'm awake, so I'm screwed. But anyways, thank you for watching. You know what to do. Okay, see you next time.